A rain cascaded over the cobblestone streets of Bloomsbury, each droplet glistening in the flickering lamplight, as the vibrant pulse of London hummed beneath the surface. Isla, a passionate history student, wandered through the damp alleys, her heart echoing with the city's stories. As she passed under arches adorned with ivy, she felt a peculiar tug, as if the cobblestones beneath her tread whispered fragments of forgotten tales. Her eyes, filled with the fervor of discovery, searched for clues of those who had walked these streets long before her. In this enchanting yet melancholic atmosphere, Isla sensed an untold mystery lingering in the air. She was drawn towards the antiquity shop nestled at the corner, its window filled with relics of the past. Entering the shop, the musty scent of old books surrounded her, sparking an inexplicable excitement. Little did she know that within these walls, a ghostly tale awaited, ready to intertwine her fate with Elara Prescott's long-forgotten legacy. Isla pushed open the creaking door of the antiquity shop, a tiny bell jingling above her as she entered. The space was a treasure trove of relics, each item steeped in its own history, from old maps to delicate porcelain figurines. Dust motes danced in the dim light, and the scent of aged paper filled the air. She wandered deeper into the cluttered aisles, her fingers grazing the spines of forgotten tomes, until something caught her eye. A leather-bound diary, its cover worn and spine cracked. With a surge of excitement, Isla pulled it from the shelf, delicate sketches peeking through the yellowed pages. The shopkeeper glanced up, a knowing smile playing on his lips as he remarked, "It seems she's found you, dear." Feeling an inexplicable pull, Isla opened the diary, her heart racing as the words within began to unveil the life of Elara Prescott, igniting a quest that would entwine their fates forever. As the rain pattered softly against her window, Isla immersed herself in Elara's diary, drawn deeper into the young artist's world. The pages whispered tales of ambition and heartache, revealing Elara's fervent desire to carve her own niche in London's male-dominated art scene. Her sketches, adorned with vibrant yet melancholic hues, danced off the page, pulsating with the struggles of an artist, torn between societal expectations and her own dreams. Isla felt each brushstroke echoing with the echoes of Elara's frustrations and triumphs, imbuing her heart with a mix of admiration and sorrow. Elara longed not only for success, but for connection, a kindred spirit in the unforgiving landscape of creativity. As Isla read late into the night, she began to grasp the weight of the emotions that bound Elara to the city, realizing that understanding this artist's journey could lead her closer to the truth of her mysterious disappearance. With renewed determination, Isla closed the diary, her heart racing with anticipation of what lay ahead. The storm raged outside, its howl intertwining with the rhythm of Isla's racing heart as she turned the pages of Elara's diary. The ink seemed to pulse with emotion, each word a fragment of a world long extinguished. Elara's recounting of the tempestuous night, filled with raw despair and fleeting hope, gripped Isla's imagination. She could almost feel the cold rain drenching her skin as Elara described her final brushstroke, a desperate attempt to capture the dynamic energy of the storm on canvas. The vivid images drew Isla into Elara's turmoil. The pressures of artistic ambition and a profound sense of isolation loomed large in her narrative. With each line, the storm outside mirrored Elara's inner chaos, culminating in her anguished peace as the winds howled like a chorus of lost souls. Just as Isla reached the poignant climax of Elara's tale, the lights flickered, and the room filled with a whisper that felt all too familiar, beckoning her closer to the mystery of Elara's fate. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows through the library's window, Isla felt an invigorating sense of purpose. She encountered Leo during a study group, his enthusiasm for unraveling forgotten histories immediately resonating with her own. With tousled hair and an eagerness that matched her own. He leaned over to examine the photos of Elara's artworks she had printed, his eyes widening as he recognized the potential of her story. Sharing excitedly, they discussed the implications of Elara's life, reviewing a shared passion that quickly forged a connection. However, beneath the camaraderie lay an undercurrent of competition, as Leo's analytical approach oftentimes clashed with Isla's emotional intuition. Despite their differing perspectives, there was an unspoken agreement to explore deeper into Elara's legacy together. As they planned their next steps, Isla couldn't shake the feeling that the whispers of Elara were guiding them towards something significant. As the sun set and the shadows deepened in her small flat, Isla felt an unsettling chill. That night, while she pored over Elara's diary, strange occurrences began to plague her. Whispers danced through the air, almost melodic, wrapping around her like an invisible shroud. She paused, heart racing, questioning her own sanity. Could she really be hearing Elara's voice? Each whisper seemed to reveal snippets of long-buried emotions, drawn from the very essence of the artist's turbulent past. The more Isla immersed herself in Elara's world, the stronger the connection grew, sparking her creativity yet unsettling her spirit. Dreamlike fragments flooded her thoughts, images of an elegant figure amidst the chaotic beauty of London's cobblestone streets. The deeper Isla delved, the more compelled she felt to unearth Elara's truth, battling the blend of fascination and fear, clawing at her resolve. As midnight approached, she could no longer ignore the sensation that something awaited her, something profound. As the moon hung high, casting an ethereal glow over London, Isla drifted into a deep sleep, surrendering to dreams that whispered of another time. In this vivid realm, she found herself in Elara's world, surrounded by swirling colors and the scent of paint mingling with the damp air. Each brushstroke unveiled moments of Elara's life, capturing her laughter with friends and quiet hours spent in solitude, yearning for acceptance. Amidst the joy, shadows lurked, fragments of heartbreak and unfulfilled dreams. Isla witnessed Elara in love, her pulse racing, yet tinged with an ache of impending loss. These visions overwhelmed her, pulling at the threads of her own emotions, stirring a longing to understand the depths of Elara's spirit. Each memory revealed not just an artist's journey, but mirrored her own struggles as an emerging voice in a world that often marginalized the dreams of women. Waking, Isla felt transformed, her heart illuminating with a newfound determination to uncover Elara's truth. Entwining their fates further, Isla and Leo ventured deeper into the heart of Bloomsbury, drawn by rumors of a forgotten gallery where Elara's works were once displayed. The dilapidated entrance was masked by creeping vines, as if nature itself wished to conceal the secrets within. As they stepped inside, a musty scent enveloped them, mingling with the faint echo of past creativity. The room was dimly lit, but the faded colors on the canvases seemed to pulse with an inner life. Catching Isla's breath, each painting told a story of Elara's passions, struggles, and reflections, evoking emotions that coursed through Isla like a magical current. The silence stretched, thick with history and longing. A particular piece caught her eye, a vibrant depiction of a stormy night, echoing the very one Elara had penned about in her diary. In that moment, Isla felt a surge of connection, as though Elara's spirit guided her toward uncovering the hidden truths that had bound them across time. With Leo by her side, Isla knew this place would ignite a transformation in her artistic journey, pushing her closer to the essence of the artist she had come to admire so deeply. Isla sat in her cramped apartment, the soft glow of her desk lamp illuminating the pages of Elara's diary strewn across the table. Each entry drew her deeper into a web of secrecy, but it was the latest revelation that sent chills down her spine. Elara had written of a clandestine relationship with a fellow artist, a man whose passion rivaled her own. References to stolen moments and whispered promises hinted at a connection that fused creativity and love. Yet the tone was tinged with desperation. Distraught and uncertain, Isla pieced together the puzzle, her heart racing. Leo's skepticism echoed in her mind, urging caution against becoming too entangled in the past. But the haunting allure of Elara's life was irresistible. As another flash of lightning illuminated the night sky, Isla felt the weight of truth pressing down on her, daring her to uncover the dark secrets that had long lingered in the shadows. As Isla sat in her dimly lit room, the storm outside echoed the tempest within her. She could feel Elara's presence growing stronger. Suddenly, in a swirling gust of wind, Elara appeared, ethereal and hauntingly beautiful. Their eyes locked, and Isla could see the depths of sorrow in the ghost's gaze, a reflection of her own heartache. "Why did you abandon me?" Elara's voice, a soft whisper, reverberated through the room, palpable with anguish. Isla took a hesitant step forward, her breath trembling. She felt herself slipping into the memories that bound them. Elara's love and desperation, the shadows cast by betrayal. They were intertwined in grief, yet Isla's empathy dissolved the barriers. "I am here to understand," she replied, her own pain bubbling to the surface. Elara's sadness reflected in her own soul, igniting a surge of compassion. In that moment, the lines between their worlds blurred, sparking a cathartic connection that promised to unveil long-buried truths. Elara's story weighed heavily on Isla, compelling her to reflect on the complexities of love and loss. As she delved into Elara's diary, she uncovered details of a fractured family life, marked by societal pressures and unfulfilled dreams. Elara's mother had insisted on propriety and stability, stifling her artistic spirit, while her father's distant affections left a void that no romance could fill. Isla felt a profound connection to Elara's struggles, recognizing echoes of her own familial expectations in their shared pursuit of creativity. Memories of her parents' skepticism about her passion for history surfaced, urging Isla to consider the cost of following one's heart. With newfound empathy, she understood that Elara's choices were not born merely of passion, but of a desperate quest for recognition amid a suffocating reality. This realization propelled Isla further into her mission to honor Elara, and perhaps to begin untangling her own path intertwined with the artist's spirit. As the vibrant festival thrummed through Bloomsbury, Isla stood at the heart of the gathering, her heart racing with anticipation. The air was filled with laughter, the aroma of street food wafting through the brisk night, yet a heaviness clung to her chest. She had transformed the old gallery into a breathtaking tribute to Elara, each painting displayed like a fragment of the past brought to life. The flickering lanterns illuminated Elara's works, revealing the depth of her soul and the passion that had once defined her. Now, standing before the canvas that captured Elara's struggle, Isla closed her eyes, whispering a silent promise to honor the artist's memory. With her fingers trembling, she drew the crowd's gaze, inviting them to witness Elara's story. Tonight, the line between the spectral past and the vibrant present blurred, setting the stage for magic, where dreams interwove with reality and the echoes of longing waited to be heard. As the festival lights twinkled in anticipation, Isla stood in front of the small crowd, her heart racing. The room buzzed with excitement, yet a shiver danced along her spine, a sensation she recognized all too well. The air grew thick, and as she began to speak about Elara, the atmosphere shifted. The flickering candles dimmed momentarily before brightening again, illuminating the corner of the gallery, where shadows dwelled. Suddenly, Elara's spirit materialized, ethereal and vibrant, her luminous presence captivating the audience. Isla gasped, her eyes wide with disbelief and awe. In that moment, their worlds intertwined, and Isla felt a profound connection. With a gentle smile, Elara conveyed her gratitude, her past sorrows reflected in her shimmering eyes. The crowd was mesmerized, hushed in reverence, as the echoes of Elara's long-buried dreams began to resonate. Finally, Elara's voice, soft yet powerful, filled the room, urging Isla to help preserve her legacy, bridging love's poignant past with hopeful tomorrows.